time, it was the perfect group. Jerome, the mirror guy, would come up and Morris would do his thing.
That music and the dress style and the attitude. The music that they played just got into your spirit, into your soul.
All right, this Sunday, you can catch Morris Day kicking off the new season of TV One's Unsung. First, though, he joins us now to dish on his Unsung episodes, decades-long career, and much more. Good morning to you, Morris.
Hey, good morning. How you doing?
I can't complain at all. Look, I've always wanted, I'm a big fan, and I love Prince and Purple Rain and loved Morris Day at the time, so I always wanted to say this. Now, I know you're going to remember this because this was great. You ladies don't seem to see it, know how valuable my time is. What's the matter? Your shoes on too tight? Now let's go. I want to see some wiggling action. You remember that, right?
Hey, you bleeped out the important part.
Well, I can't say that on morning TV. I can't say that. Well, look, I appreciate you joining us this morning. So let's talk about, number one, the Unsung that's going to premiere. Why did you decide to do an Unsung?
Well, one word, pandemic. Usually, if this had come across my desk, I probably would have said, I'm too busy. I would have thought of some kind of excuse to get myself out of going into the deep water, as far as my life is concerned. But, I had a lot of time at home to reflect, and I said it's a good time to do it. So there you go.
All right. What are people going to learn about Morris Day that you don't think they may necessarily know? We know about you and the connection to the Minneapolis Sound, Jammin' Lewis, The Time, Prince, the relationship between you and Prince and everything that went on there. But what do you think people will watch this and say, wow, I didn't know that about Morris Day?
Well, they'll probably watch it and say, hey, I didn't know Morris was a real person. I mean, if you understand real life, then you'll get it. If you don't, then you'll be a little shocked. But, a lot of people expect me to slide in the room doing the bird and squawking, but the reality of it is there's a real person behind it. And I think that's what you'll find out.
Okay. How did you come up with this whole I'm so cool persona that worked so well for you throughout your entire career? Is this your DNA? Were you born that way, or is this something you did for the group?
Well, the DNA was definitely there. I just had to find it. When we started the band, we went to a handful of singers to be the lead singer for the time. I wanted to be the drummer. Prince said, why don't you sing? And I said, I don't know how to lead a band. And he said, just be cool. And that stuck with me. And it just evolved from there.
All right. So we're looking at some of your classic stuff. And you got a lot of classics. But you got some new stuff that you're working on as well. Tell us about that.
Oh, we got a new single out right now called Head Rush featuring Trinidad James. We brought in some of the younger people to help us do some stuff. And Trinidad took our song to a whole nother level. We got an LP coming out. Right now it's called My Number One Fan, the working title, but it might change. But there's just a lot of beautiful music on there and a lot of great features on there.
Okay. All right. So look, I want to ask you a couple of things, and I want to get your reaction to this. Just random things. All right. So your role in Purple Rain. Did you think you were supposed to? I mean, not the bad guy, but you know what I'm saying, the other guy. Did you think you were going to be that successful in this movie? Because I know Warner Brothers, it was like, we don't even care about making this movie, but Prince said, we're going to make it. And then you're in it, and you're kind of the star. You kind of stole the show a little bit. Did you expect that?
I had no expectations. I had never done anything like that. I had never done any television or film. And so it was an innocent effort. I was just doing what I do, and it worked.
Okay. All right. And your relationship with Prince, how would you describe that?
I would describe that like a normal summer. Rain, purple rain, sunshine sometimes, and and everything in between. It was a love-hate relationship, but at the end of the day, we were brothers.
Right. Okay. And two of the best producers to ever do it, they started out with you guys, Jammin' Lewis, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. What would you say about them? What words would you use to describe those two?
Well, I knew that they had something special, and that's why I got them into the band. You know, when I was putting my band together, Prince was looking at other musicians, but I said, these guys, I'd heard some of their work, some of their writing, and I said, they have something special, and, you know, I want them in the band. And you see that worked out very well for them.
It worked out well for everybody. Is the time getting back? Is the time going to do anything else? Or are we moved past that? Any more time in our future?
Let's just say that door is always
Okay.
open. So, you know, we'll see, but right now there's no plans, but the door's always open.
Gotcha. Okay. I actually saw you guys in concert many years ago, back in the 90s. I believe it was in Raleigh, North Carolina. I can't remember where it was because I'm kind of, you know, old school. I won't say old, but I saw you guys back and live in concert, one of the best shows I've ever seen. So I enjoyed it. So it is a pleasure to talk to you this morning. The one and only, the legend, Mr. I'm So Cool. Gigolos Get Lonely, but
Ain't
Morrison,
nobody bad.
ain't nobody bad like me. I'm about to walk a hole in my Stacey Adams.
Hey, what time is it?
Morris Day, thank you for your time this morning.
Thank
I
you
appreciate
so much.
it.
I
All right,
appreciate it.
have a good one. Just a reminder, you can catch the premiere of Morris Day's Unsung episode